Hello again, my name's Gabe Zona. I sure as heck hope that the American people wake up. You know, people are again jockeying for the 2016 presidential election, and I think we need to sort of separate the wheat from the chaff. Senator Marco Rubio, his parents were Cuban citizens. They didn't become American citizens until Marco was 4 years old. He does not qualify to become president of the Oval Office. Neither one of his parents were American citizens. And according to the Constitution, both parents have to be American citizens. But then again, Obama's supposed father, Barack Obama, was a British subject. As a British subject, under the British Subject Act of 1948, Barack Obama is what his father was, which would have made him a British subject. So, are they ever going to get their act together? Probably not. Senator Ted Cruz out of Texas, nice guy, a lot of passion in his voice, a lot of love for the country. Doesn't qualify to become president. He was born in Calgary, Alberta. His mother was an American, his father was a Canadian. He does not qualify to be president. But then again, Obama didn't qualify to be president either. Folks, we either follow the Constitution or we don't follow the Constitution. If we follow the Constitution, Obama was never eligible to hold office. If we follow the Constitution, Marco Rubio is not eligible to hold office for the reasons that I just gave you. If we follow the Constitution, Ted Cruz is not eligible to hold office. If either one of those two try to run in 2016, all it'll do is distract, divert, and deceive. You know, I made a couple of videos on this, and I really believe it to be true. When you go to the track and you've got 15 horses in a race, you spread your bet out on how many horses, 1 or 2? You don't bet on all 15. And when your horse loses, you go home, do you not? Only one horse can win a horse race, can they not? The rest lose. No different than when they're going for the Oval Office. Only one candidate can win. When you dilute them the way this government or a country does, the people that bet on the horses that lose, they don't vote. That's why you have such a lousy voter turnout. They need to get their act together. They need to figure this one out. As I said in a previous video, the first sign of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different outcome. You want a lousy voter turnout? Keep doing what you're doing. You want to win the White House? Don't do what you've been doing, because it's proven not to work. And Marco, I don't know how you made it to the Senate, but I sure as hell hope you don't make it beyond the Senate. And if you're up for re-election, I hope that the people in Florida recognize you're wet behind the ears. You got sucked in by the Gang of Eight. They made you their poster child for immigration reform, and you were too dumb and naive to understand that. And Ted, you did a great job standing up in the Senate the way you did. You're not eligible to be president. Sorry, but that's how I feel. The question is, how do the American people feel? You want to dilute the vote? Go ahead. Line up all these turkeys. See what happens. I'll tell you what will happen. The same thing that happened in 08 and 012. There's no reason to vote unless the voting laws are dramatically tightened. Other than that, the vote's done. You know, it's not a matter of who votes, it's who counts the vote. That's a big problem in this country as well. You think not, you're entitled to your own opinion. The facts prove themselves to be true.